Hi everyone, this is Marc Bates. I'm a metabolic health coach, and today's topic is debunking the antioxidant myth. Should be a good one. Okay, we've been told to eat colorful plant foods for their antioxidants. Berries, leafy greens, and exotic superfoods are marketed as free radical fighters that protect your cells. But what if this fundamental nutritional advice is based on a misunderstanding? The truth about antioxidants is more complex and counterintuitive than most health professionals realize, and it might explain why many people find unexpected health improvements when switching to animal-based diets. This investigation reveals the surprising science behind how your body actually fights oxidative stress, why many plant antioxidants don't work as advertised, and how animal foods provide superior protection against cellular damage. Okay, the master antioxidant you make yourself. Before discussing food sources, we need to understand what actually protects your cells from oxidative damage. Your body's primary defense isn't anything you eat directly, it's glutathione, often called the master antioxidant, because it boosts the utilization and recycling of other antioxidants, including vitamin C and E, alpha lipoic acid, and CoQ10. Glutathione exists in remarkably high concentrations in your cells. At 5 millimolar in most cells, it represents your body's most powerful internal defense system against oxidative damage. In healthy cells, more than 90% of glutathione exists in its reduced form, GSH, with only 10% in the oxidized form, GSSG. This ratio serves as a crucial indicator of cellular health. When it drops, it signals increased oxidative stress and potential disease development. The question isn't what antioxidants you consume, but what supports your body's production of glutathione. Okay, the plant antioxidant paradox. Here's where conventional wisdom breaks down. Most plant compounds marked as antioxidants don't directly neutralize free radicals in your body. Instead, they work through a process called hormesis. Hormesis is a biological phenomenon where a low dose of a stressor triggers beneficial adaptive responses. In plain language, many plant compounds actually create mild oxidative stress that activates your body's own antioxidant production. Take sulforaphane from broccoli, and a lot of people really dislike broccoli, okay? Research shows it initially causes a transient decrease in glutathione before triggering a 2.2-fold increase in glutathione levels within 24 hours. This means broccoli isn't directly fighting free radicals, it's stressing your cells just enough to make them fight harder on their own. The same principle applies to many other plant compounds, like curcumin, turmeric powder, resveratrol, grapes, and quercetin, onions. They don't act as direct antioxidants, but rather as pro-oxidants that activate the NRF2 pathway, the master regulator of cellular antioxidant response. Through this pathway, these compounds can induce over 200 genes related to detoxification and antioxidant production. This explains why many antioxidant vegetables are technically mild toxins that trigger beneficial stress responses. Here's my little analogy on this. Let's say you think that it would be better if you had more police patrolling your neighborhood because you feel more police would be beneficial in keeping law and order. So you go around and start breaking your neighbor's windows with rocks, getting them to call the police so that they would come in, and it doesn't work, right? Okay, the double-edged sword of hormesis. Hormesis stress can be beneficial in the right context. Exercise works similarly, creating temporary oxidative stress that ultimately strengthens your antioxidant defenses, okay, and also your muscles. But there's a critical catch. Hormesis follows a biphasic dose response. Low doses activate beneficial stress responses, while high doses can be harmful. For example, sulforaphane at low concentrations, right, promotes cell proliferation, while at high doses it inhibits growth. The same pattern applies to its effects on cell migration and angiogenesis. So, while a little bit of broccoli may help, a whole lot hurts you, right? And we all believe in putting just piles of green stuff on our plates, supposedly, right? That's supposed to be good for you. I don't think so. More importantly, when someone is already metabolically inflamed, toxic or depleted, right? If you're having metabolic problems already, the additional hormetic stress from plant compounds can be counterproductive. Individual responses also vary significantly. Genetic polymorphisms of glutathione transferase GSTs affect how individuals respond to these compounds. This explains why some people benefit more from cruciferous vegetables, right, broccolis and cabbages and such, while others may see minimal effects or even negative reactions. Okay? Direct approach, animal foods and glutathione. In contrast to the indirect hormetic approach of plant compounds, animal foods provide a direct route to supporting glutathione production. Animal-based foods provide direct building blocks for glutathione synthesis, including cysteine, the rate-limiting amino acid for glutathione production, found abundantly in whey protein, eggs, and meat. Right? You want to build more glutathione, you need cysteine. If you're not eating animal products, you're probably not getting enough. Glycine, another critical component, concentrated in collagen, bone broth, and animal skin. Glutamate, present in most protein sources, but particularly rich in aged and fermented animal foods. Unlike plant compounds, these nutrients don't rely on hormetic stress to boost glutathione. They directly nourish the system, providing the raw materials your body needs to manufacture its own antioxidant defense. Animal foods also contain unique antioxidant compounds rarely discussed in conventional nutrition. Carnosine, anserine, and ophidine are dipeptides found primarily in meat, poultry, and fish that show potent antioxidant activities through different mechanisms than plant hormetics. They work as direct scavengers of hydroxyl radicals, can help regenerate glutathione. Animal foods are also rich in selenium, particularly organ meats, which is essential for the function of glutathione peroxidase, a key enzyme in the glutathione system. Okay, real quick, if you would please, this helps the channel a great deal. Like, share, and subscribe these videos. I would appreciate it greatly. Thank you so much. Okay, the ketogenic advantage. Beyond providing direct glutathione precursors, animal-based diets offer another antioxidant advantage: ketones. When following a low-carbohydrate, animal-based diet, your body produces ketone bodies that serve as an alternative fuel source. But ketones do more than provide energy. Beta-hydroxybutyrate, BHP, the primary ketone produced during nutritional ketosis, has been shown to reduce oxidative stress through multiple mechanisms. BHP directly inhibits class 1 histone decathyolysis, HDHCs, which activates antioxidant genes via the FOXO3A pathway. Ketones upregulate NADPH, which is crucial for regenerating reduced glutathione. BHP can act as a direct antioxidant, scavenging free radicals in the bloodstream. Ketogenic metabolism produces fewer reactive oxygen species, free radicals, compared to glucose metabolism. Right? Ketogenic metabolism produces virtually no oxidative stress. This means a ketogenic animal-based diet not only provides the building blocks for glutathione, but also creates an internal environment with lower oxidative burden and enhanced antioxidant capacity. The inflammatory consideration. The antioxidant discussion cannot be separated from inflammation, as the two processes are intimately connected. Many foods contain compounds that can trigger inflammatory responses to those susceptible individuals. These include lectins, provides proteins that are found in legumes, grains, and nightshades that can damage the gut lining and trigger immune responses. Oxalates, compounds in leafy greens, nuts, and other plants that can form crystals and trigger inflammatory responses. Phytates, found in grains, legumes, and nuts. These can bind to minerals and potentially contribute to deficiencies that compromise antioxidant systems. And salates, natural plant pesticides that can trigger inflammatory responses in sensitive individuals. These compounds can increase oxidative stress through inflammatory pathways, potentially negating any hormetic benefits from other plant compounds. In contrast, properly sourced animal foods are generally less inflammatory, particularly for those with plant sensitivities. The anti-inflammatory effects of omega-3 fatty acids from fish and ruminant animals, along with the anti-inflammatory properties of ketones, can create an environment where less glutathione is consumed, neutralizing inflammation and induce oxidative stress. It's better for you. Okay, practical implications for metabolic health. The more nuanced understanding of antioxidants has important implications for anyone seeking to optimize their metabolic health. First, context matters. And if you're already metabolically healthy with robust detoxification pathways, some hormetic plant compounds may provide benefits. If you're metabolically compromised, focusing on direct glutathione support through animal foods may be more beneficial. Prioritize glutathione precursors. Regardless of your dietary approach, ensuring adequate intake of cysteine, glycine, and glutamate is crucial for maintaining glutathione levels. Consider metabolic state. A ketogenic state may provide additional antioxidant benefits through ketone production and reduced oxidative burden. Individualize your approach. Genetic differences, current health status, and personal tolerance all affect how you respond to both plant hormetics and animal-based nutrients. Finally, question marketing claims. Foods marketed as high in antioxidants based on ORAC scores or similar measures may not translate to actual antioxidant benefits in your body. Okay? Remember, follow the money. It may not mean what it means. Okay? Beyond the antioxidant paradigm. Perhaps the most important takeaway is that we need to move beyond the simplistic paradigm of dietary antioxidants altogether. The focus should shift from consuming antioxidants to supporting your body's intrinsic antioxidant systems, primarily through providing direct precursors and cofactors, primarily from animal foods, reducing unnecessary oxidative burden by avoiding inflammatory triggers, creating a metabolic environment that enhances endogenous antioxidant capacity, potentially through ketosis, and strategically incorporating hormetic stressors when appropriate, which might include certain plant compounds, but also exercise, cold exposure, and time-restricted eating. This approach recognizes that your body's antioxidant defense is a sophisticated system, not a simplistic one, that responds dynamically to its environment, not a passive recipient of dietary antioxidants. Conclusion. The conventional wisdom about plant antioxidants versus animal foods has been built on an incomplete understanding of how the body actually defends against oxidative stress. While certain plant compounds can trigger beneficial hormetic responses in the right context, animal foods provide the direct building blocks your body needs to maintain its master antioxidant system without relying on stress responses. Combined with the anti-inflammatory and ketogenic benefits of an animal-based diet, this offers a compelling case for reconsidering the role of animal foods in antioxidant defense and metabolic health. The next time you hear about superfoods packed with antioxidants, remember that your most powerful antioxidant protection comes not from what you eat directly, but from what your body produces with the raw materials you provide it. And those raw materials might be more abundant in the animal foods that have nourished humans throughout evolutionary history than in the colorful plant foods marketed for their antioxidant content. All right. I want to thank you for watching. Remember, leave a comment or a question. If you have any, I will answer all questions and comments. And also, if you have an idea for an upcoming video that you'd like, let me know and we'll work on it right away. Thank you so much.